for Module 1, it's all about understanding server-client networking. So I hope you have already knowledge about server and client, but let us have a deeper understanding of that. Okay? Our objectives is to define client-server network. Second is to differentiate client from server. And last, let us cite the importance of securing server for the client. Now, before we start, let us have our pretest. No? Let us try to answer as good as possible. Okay? Now, let us read each statement below carefully. Identify if the following statement is client or server. Write your answer in the space provided before each number. Now, in your case, please get ready with your Module 1. Okay? I will give you at least 5 seconds to write down the answer for each item. Okay? Get ready with your Module 1 and your ballpen. Okay, first question. A powerful, expensive machine. Two, checks authorization. Is it client or server? 3, performs query or update processing and transmit responses. Number 4, supports single login at a time. Number 5, delivers high performance. Okay, let us check. Please be honest in checking your own paper. Okay, number 1, is it client or server? Yes, it's server. Number 2, server again. Next, number 3, again, it's server. Number 4, is it server again? No, it's client. And number 5, server. Okay? So, if you got the perfect score, then very good. If not, don't worry. Okay? So, good job. So, let us have a recap about different types of network topologies that we have learned last school year. Are you ready? Now, for this identification, identify the following network topologies. Write your answer in the space provided below. And again, write your answer in a module provided, no, to answer this question. Now, I will be providing an image, then try to identify what type of topology is that. No? Okay, is it hybrid topology? Make it complete, okay? Are you ready? Okay, number 1. Okay, write down your answer. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, the correct answer is ring topology. Next. What type of topology is this? Okay, this is line topology. Very good. Next. Okay, this is star topology. And last, okay, this is a tree topology. Perfect. Very good. So, excellent. Welcome to the next level. So this quarter will focus on server-client configuration. But first, we need to know more on how to access user via virtual machine. Since we can't have our physical machine referred to the PC itself, the actual PC that you are using in your school. So we need to use virtual because of the occurrence of global pandemic right now. So we hope and pray that someday, in the soonest possible time, this pandemic will no longer in our environment. So good luck and have a nice day. So our first lesson is all about understanding server-client networking. Server-client networking grew in popularity during the 90s as a personal computer became the alternative to mainframe computers. So during those years, 60s, 70s, 80s, mainframe computers were popular. So client-server networking refers to a computer networking models that uses both client hardware devices and servers, each with specific functions. The client-server model can be used on the internet as well as on a local area network or LAN. Examples of network client-server systems on the internet include the web browsers, web servers, FTP, and servers, and the DNS. So those are examples of client servers system. So with this lesson, this will broaden your understanding about server-client networking. So the illustration below shows an example of server-client networking. Here's the server, and these are the client. The example of client is PC, smartphone, and laptop. All of these clients have some queries, and give back the queries from server to their client. So server-client networking means or denotes a relationship between cooperating programs in an application composed of client initiating requests, as I have said earlier, for services and servers providing for that function or service. A client network is the medium through which client access resources and services from a server or central computer via either a local network or a wide area network. I hope you have already have an understanding between LAN and WAN, such as the internet. The unique server called daemon may be employed for the sole purposes of awaiting client requests, at which point the network connection is initiated until the client request has been fulfilled. So network traffic is categorized as client to server or server to server. Popular network services include email, that's one. File sharing, printing, what else? Management of applications and data, etc., etc. There are so many uses of server-client network. So in simple method definitions, client is any process that requests a specific services from the server, while server is a process which provides requested services for the client. So here is the example of the process. Okay. So what is client versus server? What's the difference between the two? Client is a machine a small computer with a basic hardware configuration. No? Even the user can configure that. Server is a server machine with a high-end computer with an advanced hardware configuration. So sometimes server is being being modified, being serviced by the systems administrator. Okay. A client is a simple and less powerful machine. Server is a powerful, expensive machine. So client is a less expensive, while server is most expensive machine because it caters a large data. No? Okay. Next, client is used for simple tasks, while server is used for storing huge data, files, and applications. No? As I said earlier, a client performs based on a user standard, while server delivers high performance. A client supports a single user login at a time, while a server supports simultaneous multiple user logins. No? Definitely, a server must be secured because server has multiple users, so the system must be secure. The main advantage of client-server network is supporting a shared database or site to be obtained or updated by many computers by keeping only one control center for the operation. This makes it feasible for businesses to share information, upload data, or reach the program without being bound down to one particular computer site. The information is obtained online. A client-server model gives more power and control over what is being kept. Parang Facebook. Huh? Additionally, this model has improved security, usually with encryption. Yes, as I've told you before, server must be secured, making sure that the data is only available to authorized people. A client-server models also make it simpler back to valuable information than it was collected across many devices. A network administrator can easily configure a backup for the server. So, if you are an administrator or system administrator or network administrator, you need to back up your server. That is the most important thing you need to do. And if the first data were to destroy, he or she would only want to recover the single backup. So that's the importance of having a backup, no matter what. Okay? Okay, for your activity, this is entitled My Client, My Server. Wow. Okay, direction. Make an acronym that will best describe or relevant to client and server. For example, client, no? C for computer. For server, S for support. Now, you only need to answer the remaining letters for client and server. Okay? Please do this in your digitized worksheet provided for this activity. Okay? So, good luck for answering this activity. So easy, isn't it? Now, as I said earlier, Client-server networking refers to a computer networking that uses both client hardware devices and servers. So if you have a server, you have the hardware, definitely you need also the software to run your hardware, each with specific functions. The client-server model can be used on the internet as well as local area network. Client-server denotes a relationship between the cooperating programs in an application composed of clients initiating requests for services and server providing that function or service. Just like your Facebook. So Facebook has their own server. Okay? I know some of you are wondering, saan pupunta yung mga data na? So they have the server. So in simple definition, client is any process that requests specific services from the server, while server is a process in which provide request services for the client. Okay? So client requests, server provides the requested services. Okay? So the main advantage of the client-server network is supporting a shared database or site to be obtained or updated by many computers while keeping only one control center for the operation. This model has improved security, usually with encryption, just making sure that the data is only available to authorized person, to the person who owns that PC or client. A client-server model also makes it simpler to back up valuable information than if it was collected across many devices. So a network administrator can easily configure a backup for a server. As I said earlier, again, it is so important to back up your server no matter what happens. Okay, now for our valuing, now you already know what is a systems administrator, right? So if you will become a systems administrator someday, how will you secure server for your clients? Oh, it's a very hard question. If you will become a systems administrator someday, how will you secure the server for your clients? So answer this in a digital worksheet provided for this module, which is module 1. Okay, so that's all. And please read the content of module 1, then answer the activities, and I hope you understand the difference between client and the server in a simple way. So good luck and thank you very much for listening. The server for your clients. So answer this in a digital worksheet provided for this module, which is module 1. Okay, so that's all. And please read the content of module 1, then answer the activities, and I hope you understand the difference between client and the server in a simple way. So good luck and thank you very much for listening.